Welcome guys. In this lecture I will explain some more filter conditions. Okay, so there is a one requirement. Okay, so there is a one EMP table. This EMP table act as a source. Okay, in this EMP table we have one column, job ID column. Okay, so if job ID equal to this IT prog, I want to load only that particular data into one file. That file name should be it underscore frog dot csv format, this format. Okay, so if job id equal to pu clerk, I want to load all those records into one separate file with file name is pu underscore clerk dot csv. So if job id equal to st underscore main, then all that particular data I want to load into one separate file. Okay, so this is my actual scenario. Okay, so first I will explain from filter transformation, then I will explain some more transformations to achieve this particular requirement. Okay, so now go to Informatica. So here I have already this EMP table. Now I want to generate targets. So target should be in file formats, right? .csv. So I generate these target files first. Okay, so how to generate? Go to target designer, first drag this source here and rename as what is my target table name, it means a file name it underscore prog, right? Select that one, give that particular name here it underscore prog, click on ok. Okay, ready exist, please enter unique one. Okay, so then what I will do, I will use one more G. Okay, frog, click on ok. Now this particular, by default it is a relational table. Now I will convert this as a flat file. How to convert? So if you double click on this, so here we have database type as a Oracle, right? If you click on this drop down, here we have option called flat file option. Okay, select this flat file option. Now this particular target table converted as a flat file. Okay, now I will disable this key type. I will explain later point of time. Okay, so now my target is ready, it underscore prog is ready as a plot file target. Okay, click on save. Same way I generate remaining targets also. Okay, so drag again this one, rename, what is my other name, pu clerk, right? Q unique name pu clerk, click on ok. Now convert this as a flat file. Okay, then remove this keys option as a not a key, apply ok, click on save. Again generate one more target with st underscore man. Okay, rename, provide target table name, click on ok. Now convert this table as flat file, then remove this as a not a key option, click on save. Okay, now my 3 targets is ready. I want to generate one more target also. So whatever records is not matching with these conditions, I want to load all that particular data into one more flat file. So that's why I generate one more file with other records. Okay, click on ok, click on ok. Now I convert this as a flat file, then provide column name as a not a key, apply okay. Now my targets are ready. Okay, now what I will do, I will create mapping now. Okay, go to mapping designer, okay, click on mappings, click on create. Okay, m underscore load based on job id. This is my mapping name. Okay, click on OK. So now my mapping is created. First I drag the source, then I drag the targets. Okay, so IT underscore prog as a one target, PU clerk as a one target, ST main as a one target, other records as a one target. Okay, so these are the four targets. Okay, now what I will do here, first I take expression transformation. Okay, make a habit. So each and every mapping having one expression transformation is mandatory. If in case if you want to change any requirements in future, you will directly generate that particular logics by using expression transformation. Okay, all my targets are ready. Now what I will do, I will use filter transformation. Okay, first I will drag these ports to filter transformation, then provide the condition. What is my first condition is where job id equal to it underscore prog. Okay, same paste it here, or you can directly select in this ports also. Okay, job id equal to provide it underscore prog. Like this also we are able to provide the conditions in filter transformation. Okay, click on validate. Okay, now each and every filter transformations we are able to provide only one filter condition, right? So my first filter condition is ready. Then I connect this to it underscore prog target. Okay, now this first condition is ready. Now second condition, again use one more filter condition, filter transformation. Okay, so again drag these ports to filter transformation, then provide the conditions, right? Then provide the condition. What is my other condition is where job id equal to which one, where job id equal to pu clerk, then provide pu underscore clerk clerk. Okay, click on validate. My second condition is also ready. Okay, my third condition, again I am using one more filter transformation, then drag these all ports to here, then again I give the filter condition here where job id equal to st underscore man. Okay, man, click on validate. Okay, click on okay, click on apply. Okay, now again I drag this to employee id. Okay, now let's assume as per my business requirement there is a 10 filter conditions. Okay, so in my source have very big table, around 10 lakh records is available in my source table. Okay, so each and every time when you use this filter transformation, each and every source data first load into filter transformation, check the condition, right? So is it good way to practice this way? It's not, right? So if you have five business rules condition, 5 filter transformation used, 50 lakh records it's itself loaded in this pattern mapping, is it good practice? No, no, right? Instead of this, what I will do here, I will use filter transformation. So filter transformation having ability to generate multiple outputs. Okay, and we are able to provide multiple conditions by using single transformation. Okay, so router transformation is loading only one time in source data, and based on given conditions in router transformation, here itself that particular router transformation filter out the records. So here each and every time we are loading the data, right? Filter transformation. So it is a blunder mistake if you using this particular filter transformation multiple times in mapping. Okay, now delete this one. So delete filter. Now use router transformation. Okay, now we'll see magic of router transformation. Okay, so go to transformation, click on create, select router transformation, RTR job ID. Okay, based on job ID I'm using this filter transformation. Okay, now see here, if you drag the source post to router transformation, now see here, so filter transformation having under these properties we have filter condition, but in this particular router transformation there is no filter condition here. Instead of filter conditions we have group names and group filter condition option. Okay, now if you add any one group, as soon as you are click on this add new group, automatically one default group also getting generated. Okay, so what exactly that particular default group means? If any record is not matched with this filter condition, then those records goes for by default group. Okay, even those records also we are connected to targets. Okay, now in this case I have three conditions where job ID called IT prog, PU clerk and ST man, right? So in this case I am going to create three groups. So each group having only one filter condition is allowed. Okay, so 2 and 3. Okay, in this first conditions group name I have provide IT underscore prog. Second group name I will provide as PU clerk. Third group name I have provide ST underscore man. Okay, now I will give these filter conditions here. Okay, so as soon as you add these groups, if you see here, automatically three different groups getting generated inside this router transformation, along with each and every group having output ports also. If you double click on this, each and every group having output ports are automatically generated. Okay, so now go to again groups. It means this router transformation having only in one input group and multiple output groups. Okay, so now go to groups. First I will give first condition. Okay, whatever conditions previously we are giving filter transformation, right? Same condition, job ID equal to IT underscore prog. Validate this one. Then second condition is job ID equal to PU underscore clerk. Okay, third condition is ST underscore man. Job ID equal to ST underscore man. Okay, here I have provided three groups. Okay, now I connected first target is IT underscore prog, right? I connected from IT underscore prog group data. Okay, then in second condition PU underscore clerk data, right? So this is second condition. I drag this post to this target. Then third condition is ST underscore man. I drag this post to this target. So whatever conditions is matching with all these group filter conditions, those records goes for these targets. Remaining all the records goes for default group. Okay, so now I drag this default It means other than these conditions records, remaining records I loaded into this file. Okay, drag this post to this particular file. Okay, now validate here. Now this mapping become a valid state now. Okay, now click on save. So my mapping looks like this. Okay, so here we are using multiple group filter conditions. Based on these conditions, data getting filtered out and load into these target files. Okay, here we are using same flat files. So these type of targets we are call it as a homogeneous targets. It means same type of targets, right? All are flat files. These call it as a homogeneous targets. Okay, now save it. Now go to workflow manager. First to go, before going workflow manager, I copy this mapping name. Okay, go to workflow manager. First I create this target, click on task, click on create. Okay, first I will create this session, s underscore provide mapping name, create, provide this particular mapping name here. Done, my session is ready. Now again I copy this particular session name, then I will create workflow, then provide wf underscore session name, click on apply. First I drag this session to workflow designer. Okay, so this is my session. First I will, then what I will do, I will link this particular task using link task. Double click on this. First we need to provide source connection. Actually this emp table is coming from this HS schema, same connection I created, same thing I have provided here. Now target connections I need to provide. Okay, so header options, you need to select out field names. Okay, if you select no header option, it's not getting generated column names. Now I need to column names, right? So that's why I select output field names. Then on which locations you want to generate output file directory. My output file directory is this location. Under this downloads folder, there is a one target files folder. Inside this target files folder, I generate these files. Copy this one, paste it here. Okay, then provide extension of your file. Basically my file name is .csv. I provide .csv format. Okay, under output file name, same as remaining targets as well. Provide output file directory, choose here option as output field names, then provide .csv option. Okay, same remaining targets also. Okay, csv, then provide output field names, then provide target location, then provide extension as a .csv. Click on apply, click on OK. Now I will save this particular workflow. Now workflow becoming valid state. Okay, now I am going to run this particular workflow. Now go to monitor. Now still it is running. Now it got succeeded. If you see here, so this is my source having 107 records. So whatever conditions satisfied IT prog, out of 107 records, 5 records is satisfied based on given condition, where job ID equal IT prog, here 5 rows getting loaded. Same PU clerk also 5 records, estimate 5 records. Remaining all records goes for this other records file. Okay, now this way we will load data based on given conditions, and also we are generated different files. If you go for this path, so see here, if you refresh this one, see IT prog. If you check here, open this file. Now see whatever job id equal to itfrog, all the particular records getting loaded into this file, right? Same way pu clerk, so whatever job id equal to pu clerk, all the records getting loaded into this file. Next to stman, so whatever job id equal to stman, all those records load into this particular file. Now other than these conditions, remaining records getting loaded into this file. Okay, this way we will generate files based on given conditions. Okay, so in next lecture I will explain how to load different targets. Here we are using homogeneous targets, right? If in case heterogeneous, how to generate heterogeneous targets by using this router transformation. Next lecture I will explain. Okay, so this way this particular router transformation will works. Okay, so in next lecture I will explain differences between router and filter, along with how to generate, how to load data into heterogeneous targets by using this router transformation. Okay, next lecture I will explain. Okay, so that's it guys. Okay, thank you.